Hey, you guys, I'm Carolyn from Homesteading Family, and I've been able to teach hundreds of thousands of people how to safely can in their own home so that they've got great food that's nutritious, delicious, and completely safe sitting on their shelves for whenever they need it. But today, I want to talk about something that can really be discouraging when you're canning. And that's broken jars. Now, most jar breakage comes down to something that we call temperature shock. That's when glass expands and contracts quickly when the temperatures change too quickly. And that's what happens when you take a cold jar and you fill it with a hot liquid and then you put it into a hot pot of water. That's why keeping jars warm before filling them matters. It's also why you don't want cold jars going into the hot water or hot jars sitting directly on a cold countertop. Now, another common cause is using jars that have small cracks or chips in them. And that's not always super obvious. Sometimes the actual seams in the glass part of the jar can kind of hide the fact that there are real cracks going on there. And sometimes it's easy to mix the fact that there is a chip that could be compromising the integrity of your jar. So you really need to look your jars over before you can in them and just make sure they look really, really solid. Now, a trick I love is you can hear when your jars are solid. If they have that nice glass ringing sound, they're usually really good. If they have the kind of dull thud to them, that usually means there's a chip or a crack that is actually compromising the whole jar. Another thing is jars shouldn't be stacked directly on top of one another unless your canner is designed for it. That's because jars touching each other in the canner can create pressure points as they kind of bounce around in the boiling water and can lead to breakage. This is also true of having jars directly on the bottom of your canner, which is why you always want to use a canning rack inside your canner to bring that jar up a little bit off the bottom so that it's not bouncing directly on the bottom of your canner. So a little bit of preparation goes a long way towards preventing broken jars, which can be really frustrating, especially if it's filled with really great food that you were hoping to eat instead of dump out with broken glass. So if you've ever dealt with broken jars or other frustrating canning issues, I have a free canning troubleshooting guide for you inside my Canning Confidence Pack that can help you sort through what's happening, why it happened, what to do now that it's happening, and how to avoid the problem in the future. Don't worry, it's completely free and the link is below. So you've got this. Happy canning.